Hey, what's up, everybody? I just thought I'd share this positive news with you. Most of you, well, I don't know about most, but some of you have used and heard of using some of the spooky hardware, mainly the remotes, for pest control, like ants, spiders, weird bugs that fly around lights, whatever. Well, I've known about it for a while, but I've never really tried it until like 6 weeks ago. Because every time warm weather comes around, I live by water, so every time warm weather comes around, we typically have ant issues. And I got so sick and tired of buying all these different baits, toxic poisons, and sometimes the bait would work, sometimes it wouldn't. It would depend on the colony of ants. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have been through that too, but I thought I'd give it a shot and run some ants that I killed. I fold up the little ant bodies inside some of the stickers that comes with some of the spooky hardware. You don't have to use the stickers, but I still have plenty of those around. So just kill a few and put the bodies into the remote. And all I did was ran this by remote, the Spectrum Suite. That's it. And like I said, I started it about 6 weeks ago, and I ran it for probably about a month, 3 weeks to a month, and it drastically reduced the number of ants I was seeing building up in like 4 or 5 days. So, I mean, you got to give it a little time I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, but you got to give it a little time to see how it's going to work for you or not work for you. It depends on the ants. I mean, there's lots of things to factor in, but for me, it has been working fantastic. I turned it off after about, like I said, 3 weeks to a month, because I thought they might have been pretty well taken care of for the most part. But in the past week, past 5 days, I've seen a few starting to come around. Not many, but a few. And I've already killed a few of those and put them in the remote already. And you can see here I've had the sweep running. It's right at almost a full cycle, and it'll start over. See right there. I'm going to let it run probably for a couple weeks or so. And anything that I find crawling around that's a pest, I kill it and fold it up and put it in one of those stickers and throw it in the remote. There's quite a few stickers in that one remote I've got running on generator 2 on one of my generator X. But it's working fantastic, like I said a minute ago. I've even done tests by leaving some food out in the kitchen overnight on a plate, like some sweet organic ketchup or just, things that I've seen ants come to quickly. And the 2 times I did the overnight test back before I started seeing them again about 5 days ago, the 2 nights I left the food out overnight for roughly about 9 hours each night. Not one ant. Nothing. And until I started running the sweep, if I would have done that, there would have been a train of ants running back and forth from that plate. Because like I said, I live by water and they get pretty bad around here. So if you've got a problem with pests, ants, anything that you can fit in a remote within reason, I highly recommend giving this a shot, and it may help you out, because it saved me from having to buy like a bunch of different poison ant traps and stuff like that, which sometimes they would work, sometimes they wouldn't. Depends on the colony of ants, whatever. There's many factors, but give it a shot. You might be surprised. Again, I'm not guaranteeing it's going to work for everybody, but it's definitely worth a shot. Just kill them and put them in, fold them up in stickers or whatever, and and paper, whatever you use, or tape, and give it a shot. Give it time and see what happens.